How powerful is Lightsworn, chat? We're going to be jumping on into a game where Netter has crazy. This is going to be a Lightsworn build. Looks like a Chaos Lightsworn build with Chaos Creator and Tearlament Shrine. I love this card. This card is absolutely insane. Are they playing? Nope, no Tearlament cards. This card literally just sends 3 for the deck. Let's see how this duel unfolds, right? So we'll start off with Solar Recharge. We'll send Weiss to the graveyard. It gets Ash Blossom. That hurts. That's why I hate Solar Recharge. We'll then follow up by summoning out Tearlament Shrine, which gets Max Seed. This does not feel good at all. We'll summon Shrine, get rid of Punishment Dragon, hit a Wolf, and Wolf's effect is mandatory. So Wolf and Minerva Lightsworn Maiden will activate here. We'll summon itself out. Minerva will send a Monster Reborn, and now we Exceed summon. So it looks like we're full committing to the Maxi. We're going to make Minerva the Exalted Lightsworn. Now, I'm not going to lie, chat. We need to hit some Lightsworns off of this card. All 3. Literally, all 3 Lightsworns. Draw 3 cards. Let's go. We detach from Minerva. We hit no Lightsworns and end our turn. Our opponent is starting with a 7-card hand. So let's see what they have to respond. Lone Fire Blossom. Uh-oh, chat. Summoning Lone Fire Blossom. Summoning Lone Fire Blossom. Summoning out Therion's Lily Borea, and then they'll summon Lone Fire Blossom, which is the new Ragnaraka Seed. Now, this card allows him to take up to 2 different Ragnaraka cards, add 1 to the hand, and banish the other. So he's going to get Beetle in his Seed, and then he's going to banish Ragnaraka Wicked Butterfly. Now we'll use both of these monsters for a link summon. We'll summon out Ragnaraka Skeletal Soldier. Skeletal Soldier then special summons the Evil Seed, and we'll link off both of those monsters. We'll bring out Ragnaraka Mantis Monk. Ragnaraka Mantis Monk allows us to banish 2 to be able to add Ragnaraka Hunting Dance. And then Spore will banish Lone Fire to summon itself to the field. That's actually kind of creative. We'll then tribute the Spore to summon out Skeletal Soldier, summon out Beetle, then bring out our Bloom, which allows us to add in the Seed to our hand and discard a card. We'll discard Therion Regulus. Because we're locked into plant, reptile, or insect for the rest of the turns. The card's almost useless. We then go Discoliseum for Lily Borea. We'll activate Lily Borea, and if I remember correctly, this Lily will now have the effect of Regulus. A Therion monster equipped with this card gains 700 attack, also can use the second effect. When your opponent activates a card, you can send 1 Therion monster card from your hand or graveyard and negate the effect. So yes, Borea does get the effect of Regulus. We'll attack into the Minerva, which activates her effect to mill 3. And Discoliseum will get him Borea back to his hand. So he's going to keep this Borea. Will he negate? You know, it makes sense for him not to negate with Borea, right, chat? Because if we don't negate with Borea, we'll have Borea in our hand, and we can send that Borea and keep it. So we essentially get 2 negates over the course of 2 turns. I don't know, man. He lets it go through. We hit 2 Lightsworn cards, which means that we destroy 2 cards on the field. He adds Borea to his hand for follow-up. Weiss then activates his effect to summon Minerva again. We attack over Minerva. And that is going into main phase 2 so we can link. We'll summon Ragnaraka Stack Sovereign. Set a card face down and end our turn. Get Wicked Butterfly's effect. Alright, guys. Not really much in our hand other than Minerva and Chaos. They have a trap card, which I don't remember the effects just yet. But we're going to summon Minerva to add, when this card is normal summon, add 1 Light Dragon from your deck to your hand, whose level is equal to less than the total of Lightsworn monsters with different names in your graveyard. Did not expect that effect to come through. We'll get Lightsworn Dragonling. Dragonling then summons itself and then sends Lightsworn Archer. Archer now summons herself, and our opponent will use Ragnaraka Hunting Dance. And this card allows us to target cards your opponent controls up to the number of different link monsters that are insect, plant, or reptiles and destroy them. So you would think he goes for the Dragonling, right? He goes for the Felice. Well, I guess the Felice destroys the Ragnaraka. Yeah, that's smart, but If he plays the 7, this Lightsworn's player's cooking. Samsara Dragon activates its effect. It adds Druid Worm to the hand. Then we'll use Druid Worm to get rid of the beetle. Now we'll synchro summon with those 2 monsters. You're kind of getting cooked here. Light roasted so far because Chaos Angel does hit the field. Druid Worm then gets rid of the stag. Chaos Angel banishes the Ragnaraka Bloom. Lightsworn Dragon Link can add a 3026. And now we'll use the effect of stag here. So stag will destroy the Minerva. Can't destroy the Chaos Angel because it was made with a light and dark. Now we'll summon out Judgment Dragon. That's 30. That's game. Chaos Creator then returns 3 and summons 1. And that's just how Lightsworn be, chat. That is crazy. Is Lightsworn the best deck in Master Duel? We got to see. All right, guys. In this version, we have a different variant of Lightsworn. This is going to be Lightsworn Shaddolls with Necroface. Can't wait to see what happens going here. We'll start off with Shaddoll Fusion. We'll fuse both the Dragon Link and the Squamata. We're going to make El Shaddoll Construct. And now Construct can send any Shaddoll card alongside of Squamata and Dragon Link. We'll get Punishment Dragon to our hand. We'll send Rest Shaddoll, Windy, and the Trap card. We'll summon out Ariel, summon Necroface, and then Link summon into Cross Sheep. I'm a little confused here. Is this just a pass turn, or do we have something else that I'm missing? Oh, okay. Construct gets back Shaddoll Fusion, and Incarnation can summon a Shaddoll monster. So we'll flip the Ariel, which summons back the Construct under Cross Sheep. That's what I meant by summon a monster. Cross Sheep then activates alongside of Construct because it's not once per turn. Construct sends Schism to the graveyard. Cross Sheep then summons Dragon Link, which activates its effect to send Felice. Felice then summons herself. He just turned a bad hand into combo. Yo, Shaddoll Lightsworns is kind of crazy. We summon out Appaloosa, then Construct gets about Schism. Then we'll synchro summon into Felice, or I'm sorry, with Minerva with protection. Now, Minerva can send Lightsworn monsters to the graveyard up to the number of monsters used. It's typically going to be 2. Weiss can then summon out Raiden. Raiden can then send the top 2. We hit nothing. But then Minerva can banish up to 4 to send up to 4. So we send 3 to send 3. And we'll Link summon into SP Little Knight. SP Little Knight then banishes Raiden for our 4th card. We summon out Punishment Dragon, set 2 cards in pass. I'm not going to lie, this is not bad. Not bad of a board. The Punishment Dragon sends cards from the deck to the graveyard if a Lightsworn is only activated. So we're going to see what our opponent's going to do against this board. And you know what? Scooping might just be fair. I'm not going to cap because we do have access to Shaddoll Winda, SP Little Knight, 3 negations. Kind of got cooked, but now let me show you how this deck does against meta. All right, guys, here we have it. This is Black Atlas's going second Lightsworn deck, chat. And he's going against meta. His opponent is going to be playing Yubel. Then returns him back for Phantom of Yubel, which could be theoretically just as good if we play 3 Phantom of Yubel. Because we're not going through 3 Phantom of Yubels in the game, right? This is game. Appaloosa Bowl of the Goddess, Unchained Shavara, Phantom of Yubel against a not so great hand. Let's see what happens here. Shinobi Necro is our draw. We're going to activate Tier Limit Shiren, which gets Ash Blossom. So you already know what's happening here. Triple Tactics Thrust is that card right now. Let's activate Thrust, and Duster works here. Dark Ruler No More works here. Raigeki works here, though it does trigger Throw. So those cards are really, really good. We'll then Chain Droplet. We'll send Necro Quick Tactics, Thrust, and Shiren to the graveyard, we can now negate all 3 monsters on the field, which means we only have to worry about Escape Tier. We'll add Charge of the Light Brigade, which makes sense, because sending Necro to the graveyard to summon Shiren only gets us 3. Charge of the Light Brigade can potentially get us 3, 5, 7. We'll activate Charge, send Felice and the Weiss. Weiss effect activates, summons out Felice. Big mistake by your opponent not chaining Escape here. Let's see. You think? Because if you chain Escape to destroy Felice, you can resummon Soul of Rage, which can link off the Felice. Droplet won't negate Oppo. Why wouldn't Droplet negate Oppo? Hold on. Maybe I'm not seeing anything. Droplet wouldn't negate Oppo. You must select 3 and only 2 targets. Send any other monsters. Choose that many effect monsters. Oh, that actually is smart. Heads up play by you guys. So now we'll send. We'll draw, and Shiren activates its effect. And this is where Shiren actually does come in clutch, guys. This is why Shiren is good for the deck. You summon out Mud Dragon, which means that your cards can't be targeted. This is actually a mistake, because the Imperm can only hit Felice. I mean, I guess Felice could destroy one of these cards and then mill 3. We'll then go Escape here. We'll Escape, destroy the Felice now, because that would be the only time to do it, because now Mud Dragon's light. Yama then brings back the Soul of Rage, and Soul of Rage gets to Samsara. Solar Recharge now finds Raiden to be able to draw 2 more cards. Dragon Link then adds Judgment Dragon. Judgment Dragon gets summoned and can't be targeted. Then destroys everything on the field. Bestial Lubellion then finds Bestial Magnemite, and this is the game here. Crazy, crazy, crazy. As for the Droplet statement, the same thing could be said if Droplet should have just sent 2. So heads up play by you guys, but Droplet definitely should have just sent 2 then. That's some good information for everybody to know. But yeah, I think that Lightsworn is a pretty strong deck. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. Is Lightsworn worth playing? Is it one of the best decks in Master Duel? I made a tier list about it, and I want you guys to go ahead and check it out. But until then, I can't wait to see you in the next video.